On May 23, 2015, the Blanco River rose from 5 feet to nearly 41 feet in a matter of 4 hours. 350 homes damaged or destroyed across Texas, more than 20 people dead that weekend. 12 of those deaths right here in Central Texas. The bodies of 4-year-old Leighton McComb and 6-year-old William Charba have not been found. There were no gauges along a 40-mile portion of the Blanco River upstream from Wimberley, which saw the most destruction. Now, more flood gauges are being installed, hoping to prevent a future tragedy. And joining us this morning, we're honored to have Carol Wilson with the Wimberley Village Library to talk about a book he wrote called Wimberley Epic Flood Tests, A Small Town's Strength. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
I love that title because it's so real. This flood really did test Wimberley.
It really did.
Tell me the process of writing this book and the reason behind it.
Actually, I'm not the only author. There was another woman, Nancy Williams of Wimberley, who was also involved in the process of interviewing all these people. We have 100 stories in the book.
Can we hold up this book because I want to let
right
people know.
We have 100 stories in here that people told us over the last 7 months. We transcribed their interviews. We did a little bit of editing, but not much on those stories. About 50 people sent their stories in by email.
Yeah.
And so it's 350 pages of people's experiences for the first 48 hours, and then some about what happened afterwards, which was just monumental. You can't imagine the amount of help that was given to folks in Wimberley and still is being given.
And that's the thing about this, Carol, is that we can talk about the destruction and the damage because we saw it unfold right here live on TV. We covered it here at KXAN. And as a matter of fact, Jim Spencer is somebody that you interviewed.
Right, we got Jim's stories in here.
Yeah, but hopefully the stories too of people who donated from all over to Wimberley to help this town rebuild. I remember Wimberley telling us, you guys need to come back here. You need to help us. We're still here. We haven't been wiped off the map.
Right. Yeah, I think that it was a slow news weekend and it was Memorial Day weekend, and I think what happened was that everybody across the country picked up on the story that we'd been devastated.
Yes.
And people assumed that the Blanco River ran through downtown, and it doesn't.
No.
So those businesses that are downtown were not affected, but you know, they were affected because people thought, well, they're not there anymore.
How are you impacted, and how did this book help you?
Well, I tell you, I live up on high ground, so I was not actually involved in the flood situation. I told a reporter, I think for KXAN, back when we started the book that, you know, I probably cried more in the last year than I've ever cried in talking to people.
Yeah.
Both because I feel so bad for them, but also because their experiences were so, the response was so overwhelmingly positive. It just, it makes you, it makes me tear up even now.
I'm sorry to do that, but
this
is a book about hope and how proud you are living in Wimberley.
That's right.
And so make sure you get this book. I want to let everybody know that it's $20. That's all for this book. And you can buy it where and you can buy it when?
You can start buying the book on Sunday. At 3 o'clock. We're going to have a big party to launch the book sales. There's only 1,000 books. We think we'll sell all of them within a couple of weeks. Demand seems to be high. That's going to be at the Community Center in Wimberley, 3 o'clock Sunday. $20 includes tax. The book cost us $18. We're not making any money on it. It's not a fundraiser. It's just to get the stories out and to let people kind of heal.
We are so grateful for you and all that you do for Wimberley.
Well, thank you so much.
Thanks, Carol.